everyone, and thank you for asking me. I have to say I'm so humbled to be actually sitting at this table, because these are the heroes, the survivors who deal with this probably every moment of their waking life once they have this diagnosis stated to them, and then what they need to go through. And I sincerely appreciate Martha reaching out and Dr. Tom Weber asking me to speak. So just to start with, a caregiver is anyone who provides help to another person in need, such as an ill spouse or partner, a disabled child, or an aging relative. However, family members who are actively caring for a family member often don't self-identify as a caregiver. As a family member, it is actually taken for granted that you will be there and take care of your loved one. So, like Gina so eloquently stated, the day that Dawn received the diagnosis, I received the diagnosis. I then was affected by this disease. It was then going to be a path, and we've been on this path for 13 years of continually being in the healthcare arena to protect Dawn from this horrible disease. I have to say that I've been a little, not even a little, probably very not good at reaching out to others to give me the support that I really need in this time. Going back 13 years ago, there probably were avenues, but I don't think they were probably enough. And especially since Dawn's diagnosis was only stage 2, and it only required surgery, so we kind of probably fell out of that bucket of someone who then had to go through all the chemo treatments, continuously being sucked into that healthcare arena. And so I probably took a very back seat on this whole disease that was affecting me. But I was being affected. And every year, Dawn has to continue to go back and have that colonoscopy. And as she goes in, and I sit there and I wait that 45 minutes, hour, tick, tick on the clock, I am holding my breath, because I don't know, just as she doesn't know, what the doctor's going to say when they come back into that room. Is this the year that it's going to be back? We never know. This year, we were scathed again, and I'm so happy. But come in a few months, and we have to sit there again in the hospital, that same fear. So, what I need to say, especially to the family members, and are there any caregivers here today? Raise, okay. There are a couple of you here. So, you need to really latch on to the community out there. I remember very early on becoming affiliated with the organization, there was a great symposium that there was a panel and a time set aside that the affected patients went and had their little huddle. And then what they did was they asked all the caregivers to go and sit in their own huddle. And it was such a wonderful feeling to be around people who did not have the disease, but to hear, like I have felt, the frustration, the anger, the resentment, the I don't know what to do anymore. I rather be the person who has it? Why does she have to deal with this? All these things that we continue to have because of our love for the person who is so affected by the disease. So if anything that I can just leave with you is that just know that, because I only saw a couple hands, that whoever is affected by this disease, there's all these people in your life behind you that are really suffering. And I would urge you to please go back and ask them to reach out on the internet, at your facilities, or wherever, to get connected so that they have the support, so that they can be better for you. Thank you.